Hello everyone and welcome. We are here today to talk about something crucial in our digital lives. That is your digital footprint and data privacy right here in Malaysia. Every time you go online, you leave a trail, a digital trace that lasts forever. Our goal is simple: to show you how to protect it. Remember this motto: every click leaves a trace, protect yours. Let's dive in. There are two kinds of footprints. First, your active footprints. That's the data you share knowingly, like your social media posts or the emails you send. Second, the more sneaky passive footprint. This is data collected without your direct knowledge, such as through website cookies and trackers that monitor your browsing history. Both are being watched, which brings us to find yourself. How we solve the person data collected. Basically, every digital activity is a collection point. Think about your social media activity. Every like, comment, and post is logged. When you're online shopping, your payment details and address are stored. Even your mobile apps collect data, often grabbing your location and contacts. And, of course, your browser is tracking you with cookies and history. Personal data is used for both good and bad. On the beneficial side, companies use it for legitimate business purpose like providing service, personalizing your experience, and for general profiling and analytics. We also see it constantly used for targeted advertising. However, the major risk is when this data is used for cybercrime. Hackers use your details for identified theft, fraud, and scam. The more data they have, the more believable their attacks become. That's why we need strong defenses. Next, we look at the specific threats facing Malaysians.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Modiayan. Today, I will be talking about one of the most important issues in our digital world, that is cybersecurity threats in Malaysia. As more as our personal and professional lives more online, protecting data and privacy has become critical for individuals, businesses, and even government agencies. So, in my slide, I just input the four main things related to cybersecurity threats in Malaysia. First thing is phishing email and scams. One of the most common threats Malaysia face today is phishing. They are fake emails or message designed to trick us into revealing personal information or login details. Many scams impersonate banks, government agency, or delivery companies. The key is always verify the sender address, avoid clicking suspicious link, and never share sensitive information unless you are sure it's legitimate. Second is data breach from weak system. Data breach occur when organization fail to secure the system properly. In Malaysia, several major companies have experienced data leaks due to outdated software, weak passwords, or poor access control. A single breach can expose thousands of users' information from IC number to bank details. So for prevent, we make a regular updates and make a strong password, and proper encryption are essential for prevent this. Third is a malware and ransomware attacks. Malware or malicious software can damage system, steal data, or lock file until a ransom is paid. Ransomware attacks have become more common, targeting both individual or small business. The best prevention is to install reliable antivirus software, keep backup of important data, and avoid downloading unknown file from attachment from Google or any illegal softwares. And the last, insider leaks from employees. Sometimes cybersecurity risks come from inside the organization. Employees with access to sensitive data may leak or misuse information intentionally or accidentally. To prevent this, company must enforce strict access control, train staff on cybersecurity awareness, and monitor for unusual data activities. Continuing our next slide is how to protect your digital footprint. Our, our digital footprints include everything we post, we share, or we store online. Protecting it means being aware of what information we expose publicity. Always use private setting on social media. Avoid oversharing personal details and regularly review what data apps have access to. Remember one thing, once something is online, it's very difficult to remove completely. Continue, my third slide is security strategy encryption. Encryption is one of the most effective tools for data encryption. It converts your data protection into unreadable code unless the correct key is used. You should encrypt sensitive files, emails, and communication. Also, make sure website you use is HTTPS and use encrypted message app like WhatsApp or Signal. This ensure your data stay private even if intercepted. Thank you.
My name is Tan Jia. Now, I will share the second strategy to protect our digital footprint, stronger authentication. First, we should use multi-factor authentication or MFA. This means we need more than one step to log in, like password plus SMS code or fingerprint. Even if someone knows our password, they still cannot go in without the second step. Second, we must avoid read or reuse password. Don't use the password like 123456. It's too easy to guess. Also, don't use the same password for Facebook, email, and bank. If one kena hack, semua boleh kena. And besides, try using a password managed app. It helps you create a strong password and remember their safety. So, stronger authentication is like locking your house with 2 padlocks, safer and harder for thieves to break in. Next, we look at Malaysia legal protection, the Personal Data Protection Act 2010 or PDPA. This law controls how companies collect, store, and share our personal data. For example, when we register for online shopping, they must protect our name, IC, and address or other personal data. Under PDPA, business must follow the rules. They cannot simply sell or share our data without permission. If they break the law, they will gonna fine. As user, we can always ask the company why they collect our data, what they do with it, and to delete our data if we don't want them to keep it. Lastly, we talk about user awareness. This means we must be smart and careful online. First, don't overshare on social media. If we post our IC, address, or travel plans, strangers can use it to scam or stalk us. Second, always think before click the link. If you get a message like you won 10,000, click here. Don't believe it. It may be phishing, a trick to steal your data. Third, adjust your privacy setting. On Facebook or Instagram, make your profile private. Choose who can see your post, photo, and info. Thanks.
Hi everyone, good day. My name is Dinasy and today I'd like to share with you all about the social and ethical implication of the digital footprint and also data privacy. When companies mishandle the data, it causes loss of trust and also people become very afraid to share their information through the online. And they also have severe risks where excessive monitoring and can affect our personal freedom. Everyone has the digital rights, right? So to right to protect and also to control their own data. Lastly, ethical responsibility means both government and businesses must handle data carefully and also protect citizens' information. In short, protecting data is not just a law, but is a moral duty to maintain public trust. To further understand about the importance of this issue, let's look at the real-life cases in Malaysia, which is happened in 2017 about the Malaysia mobile data breach. About 46.2 million subscriber records were leaked, including names, phone number, and also the SIM card details, which is the data was sold in the dark web. These cases went viral and raised serious questions about the enforcement of the Personal Data Protection Act or PDPA. It shows how one data breach can affect millions and damage public confidence. Therefore, companies and authorities must strengthen data protection to prevent similar incidents.
Good day, everyone. My name is Visalati. Today, I would like to present about the key takeaway. Well, moving on to the key takeaway of this topic, the most important thing to remember is that our digital footprint lasts forever. Everything we do online, whether it's posting on social media, sending an email, or even liking a post, leaves a trace that can be tracked or stored somewhere. That's why it's really important to protect our personal information. We can do this by encrypting our data to keep it secure using multi-factor authentication to prevent unauthorized access, following PDPA guidelines to stay legally protected. And most importantly, stay informed and aware of how our online actions affect our privacy and reputation. So, always remember, once something is online, it's very difficult to erase. So, please protect your digital identity. Now, let's move to the call to action. After learning about digital footprints and data protection, it's time for us to take real action in our daily lives. Always protect your data, be smart, and stay safe online. Be careful with what you share on the internet, and always double check your privacy settings. We should also encourage others, our friends, family, and even the co-workers to learn more about the PDPA and practice safe online habits. Remember, online safety doesn't just protect us as individuals, it also helps build a safer and more trustworthy digital environment for everyone. Thank you.